Hello, Todd Clemens, Okeechobee Livestock Market, and here's your weekly market report. We've missed the last couple weeks of these reports. The reason I know is because people have asked me, where have you been? Well, we've been busy. We're working on a special project which will be revealed this week at the Florida Association of Livestock Markets meeting and the annual LMA Convention for the whole country, Livestock Marketing Association convention being held in Punta Gorda. We were working on a project for that. It's been very time consuming, but we're back with you today. Thank you guys for tuning in, and sorry we didn't get this report out to you because we know a lot of you like to listen to it, and we have people that follow us all over the country, and they like to hear what's going on in South Florida. And if you do like this report and you want to hear more of them, please hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Like and subscribe. That's all I know. I don't know anything more than that, but you can figure it out. So help us and do that. And you'll see I got a new lid on, brand new, right straight from Eli's Western Wear. It's convention time. LMA Convention in Punta Gorda that starts tomorrow, and we're going to have a big part of that. Carl McKettrick and Arcadia Stockyard has worked really hard. The LMA World Livestock Auction Competition will be held at the Arcadia Stockyard on Saturday. It'll be an all-day affair. These auctioneers are brought in from around the country. They have qualified because they won their regional contests, and they have made it to the finals. And this is the finals where they will crown the new World Livestock Auctioneer Champion, which is a big deal. So that's a great thing, and if you want to go see that, you can go to Arcadia Stockyard Saturday. And then the Florida Cattlemen's Association convention being held in Marco is just around the corner, 2 weeks away. So I had to get a new lid, new hat. We got to look presentable, and we'll all be down there. We'll be at the Producers Cattle Auction booth at the trade show. If you have truckload lots of cattle that you want to sell, that you've been private treaty selling, or you've just been doing the same thing year after year and you're looking for something new, come see us, Producers Cattle Auction. We've been around for a long time, but we are now located, 100% located in Okeechobee. We can fit and manage your marketing needs of your cattle in truckload lots there. Of course, you can always bring them here on Monday and Tuesday too. We'll take them however you want to bring them. That's great. Prices are good, and it's an exciting time to be in the cattle business. But on a little downer note, I just read an article on the DTN machine here this morning. It's produced from Progressive Farmers. You guys are familiar with that. If you can believe it, USDA pushes Paraguayan beef imports. APHIS, Animal Plant and Health Inspection Services, have said that they want to allow the importation of chilled or frozen beef from Paraguay. They are not an accredited free FMD, which stands for foot and mouth disease, which is very highly contagious. It could be very detrimental to livestock, poultry, you name it. It's a bad deal. So why would the USDA be pushing Paraguay to export beef to the U.S.? I do not understand it. But at least it's come to the forefront. There's an article. You can go on there and read, but I'll just tell you what it says. APHIS has concluded that the overall risk associated with importing fresh beef from Paraguay is low, and that Paraguay has the infrastructure and emergency response capabilities needed to effectively report, contain, and eradicate FMD, foot and mouth disease, in the event of an outbreak, and to do so in a timely manner. This is all just coming out, and do you know when this report was made? 10 years ago, based on a study 10 years ago. There has not been a USDA certified inspector in that country with a report more recent than that. So U.S. Cattlemen's Association President Justin Tupper is quoted as being against it. NCBA Didn't say who stated it, but NCBA is also opposed. And I would just imagine everybody that owns cows in the United States would be opposed to that. So I don't know what we do, just passing on the information. Here's another good case for country of origin labeling, in my opinion. A lot of people are for it, a lot of people are against it. When you go to the grocery store, most everything you buy, produce, bananas, tomatoes, avocados, fish, chicken, it's all labeled. You know right where it came from. Pork and beef, no. You do not know. Why? I don't understand. There's something going on there, but I would like to get to the bottom of it. There are several organizations that are affiliated or supposedly helping and put together for the benefit of the cattle industry. You know them. I'm not going to name them. Some of them are for labeling of meat. Some of them aren't. But I think there's some common ground that if we all were to get together, these organizations can figure out what would work for everybody and at least put the cattle producers at the forefront. What's best for the cattle industry in our country? Not the beef industry, but the cattle industry, and what's better for our consumers. How do we keep our food safe? How do we keep homeland security? All that. It's a matter of priorities, and I think it's very important. People do want to know where their food comes from. I just went to the grocery store last week and looked on the back of some meat at a grocery store. It was labeled as imported. It didn't say where, but it did say that it was imported, which, thank you. What did I do with that pack of meat? Put it right back where it came from. There was another pack of meat that said certified Angus beef, and I'm assuming, well, gosh, that sounds like it's American. It didn't say if it was born, raised, and harvested here, but it didn't say that it was imported. So I bought it. I still don't know where it came from. I'm assuming it came from America, but I'd like to know, and you probably do too. All right, well, so on to the market report. It was a good week, man. We had a lot of cattle for this time of year. We had 1,100 head Monday and close to 1,100 head Tuesday, and we had some really, really good calves. And those front end steers from 500 to 600 pounds were just dollars higher. They're really over the limit of what even the market reporter could quote us as a number. Like usually he'll say $6 or $8 higher, or $8 or $10 higher would be stretching it, but I bet some of these calves were $15 to $20 higher. But you know, that's what competition does. When you have orders on the same class of cattle, week in and week out, you just don't know. Those cattle are going to bring a fair market price, but when these 2 or 3 extra guys are fighting on that particular class of cattle, that's going to get crazy. And if you're selling cattle that day, good for you, because you just hit a home run. I mean, you nailed it. You hit it out of the park, and it was good. Framar did that this week. They sold cattle Monday and Tuesday. I talked to little Jim Harvey there this morning, and they're going to bring some more in next week. I mean, how could you blame him? Why wouldn't he? Yeah, it was great. So feeder classes are selling really good. Slaughter cows and bulls were even higher. So prices are our way because the producer's in the driver's seat. There's fewer cattle, lower inventory. Packers are fighting for them. There were cattle traded in Iowa this week for over $1.90. That's fat cattle. Those steers could have weighed 1,400 pounds. It didn't say what the weight was, but 14 times $1.90, it's not too hard to do the math. It's good. So these calf prices are going to get better. We're in a high cycle, and it should be there for a year or two, depending and hoping that nothing bad happens, like FMD from Paraguay or something. But so everything's good, but we're going to be gearing up for the convention in a couple of weeks. We'll be at the booth there with Producers Cattle Auction at Marco Island. If you're interested in selling cattle through producers, come see us. If you've got truckload lots of cattle that you've been private treating or doing other things with, and you want to look at a different way to market your cattle, come see us. We can sure help you. I think that about wraps it up, except for the high prices this week. And they were extremely good. 19 Cattle Company, the Bass family from Bassinger, right here close to home, been selling cattle here for 100 years. Had a little old calf, 205 pounds, that brought $4.05 a pound. That calf was bought by Foy Reynolds. And on the cow side, Hattie Lightsey, daughter of Clint Lightsey from Lake Wells. It was her show cow that she had showed for several years and did real good with her, and then she didn't get bred back, and it was time for her to go. It was kind of sad that she had to sell her show cow, but she was very, very happy because that cow weighed 1,320 pounds, and she brought $1.18. That cow was bought by Florida Beef. Again, if you like these market reports, please subscribe or hit the like button. Thank you for listening. A shout out to all you people that reply to our reports. Keep the comments going, and we'll keep them coming to you. Thank you.